The Baker Family Legacy. A Comprehensive Script Part 1. From Tudor Courts to Colonial Shores. 1500s, 1700s. Scene: majestic, historical music begins, then fades slightly under narration. Narrator, masculine voice. Welcome to the incredible journey of the Baker family, a lineage that spans over 5 centuries, 2 continents, and a history woven into the very fabric of the American spirit. Our story begins not in the wilderness of the New World, but in the heart of Tudor England in the 1500s. Here, we find Sir John Baker, known to history as Bloody Baker, a powerful figure in the courts of Henry VIII and Queen Mary I. He served as Chancellor of the Exchequer. His home, the magnificent Sissinghurst Castle, still stands today as a testament to the family's early prominence. This prominence continued with his son, Captain Christopher Baker, a hero of the high seas who commanded the ship Foresight against the Spanish Armada in 1588. By the early 17th century, the family sought new horizons. Andrew Baker crossed the Atlantic, settling in Boston, bringing with him a specialized trade that would define the family's contribution to the frontier. His descendants moved to Pennsylvania, where they became legendary gunsmiths. Robert James Baker is said to have held a royal grant from the King of England to manufacture the very rifles the early Pennsylvania, Kentucky long rifles that would help tame the American frontier. Part 2. The Appalachian Frontier and the Long Hunters, 1735 to 1850. Scene: music shifts to a more rugged, folk-inspired sound, evoking mountains and wilderness. Narrator. The family's journey leads us to the rugged Appalachian frontier, where the spirit of the wilderness was embodied by John Renta Baker, your great-great-great-great-grandfather. Born in 1735, Renta was a famous long hunter and a contemporary of Daniel Boone, exploring the mountains of North Carolina and Kentucky. His nickname, Teneretta, is believed to be a tribute to the ship his father arrived on, the Rinty Den. Renta's sons and brothers were equally legendary figures. Reverend Andrew Baker, Renta's brother, was a powerful minister in the Separate Baptist movement, a moral compass for the new settlements. Robert Julius Bob Baker served as an officer in the Kentucky Cornstalk Militia, his preserved military journal offering a rare glimpse into the life of a frontier officer. And then there is the legend of Bowling Baker, Renta's son, who, according to local tradition, was captured by the Shawnee and saved by Aracoma, the daughter of Chief Cornstalk, a tale that speaks to the deep, complex intermingling of cultures on the frontier. Part 3. Westward Expansion and the Heart of America, 1850 to 1980. Scene: music becomes more hopeful, reflecting the promise of the American heartland. Narrator. The Baker family continued its relentless march westward. They survived the hardships of the frontier, including a devastating cholera epidemic in 1846. By the late 1800s, they had reached the fertile prairies of Iowa. Judge Samuel L. Baker became a pillar of the community, serving as the first judge in the Adams and Montgomery County Circuit. His son, James Davidson Baker, exemplified the family's commitment to service, sacrificing his own limb while fighting for the Union in the Civil War. This journey culminates in the life of Guy Russell Baker. Born in Villisca, Iowa, in 1884, Guy lived a remarkable 96 years, witnessing the world change from horse-drawn wagons to the space age. Passing away in 1980, he represents the enduring American spirit forged over generations. Part 4. The Modern Legacy of Sacrifice, World War II. Scene: music shifts to a solemn, heroic, and slightly modern orchestral piece. Narrator. The story of the Baker family's long history of service and resilience finds its most profound modern chapter in the life of Staff Sergeant Everett Ernest Baker. Born in Nebraska and raised in Red Oak, Iowa, Everett was a young man of the American heartland. In 1941, he enlisted, beginning a 27-month journey that would take him across the globe with the legendary 1st Infantry Division, the Big Red One. Everett Baker was a soldier's soldier, a man who repeatedly demonstrated courage under fire. He was a veteran of the invasions of North Africa and Sicily, earning the Silver Star for gallantry in 1943. He was wounded in action in France, earning the Purple Heart, and his valor was recognized again with an oak leaf cluster to his silver star for a second act of heroism during brutal Battle of Ashen. But his final, defining act of heroism came on February 26, 1945, near the German town of Boich. As a squad leader, Everett was tasked with assaulting a heavily defended enemy position. When intense fire disabled his machine gun section, he did not retreat. Instead, he personally manned the weapon, fearlessly exposing himself to silence two German machine guns that were pinning down his comrades. He then picked up the heavy machine gun and, firing from the hip, charged a third strong point. Though fatally wounded in this final, selfless act, he continued to cover the assault until the position was taken. For this extraordinary heroism and supreme devotion to duty, Staff Sergeant Everett Ernest Baker was posthumously awarded the Distinguished Service Cross, the nation's second highest military honor. He was killed in action at the age of 22, a true American hero whose courage mirrored the frontier spirit of his long hunter ancestors. He lies at rest in Evergreen Cemetery in Red Oak, Iowa, a permanent testament to the Baker family's enduring legacy of sacrifice. Scene: music swells and then fades out slowly. Narrator: from the halls of Tudor power to the pioneer trails and the pioneer trails and the pioneer trails, quiet farms of Iowa. The Baker story is one of resilience, craftsmanship, and an enduring American spirit. This is your heritage, a legacy built over generations, now preserved for the future.